Yes, sir. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's the one and only Cash Wheel, aka the Market Sniper. And today, I'm gonna show y'all how to set up your Tradingview chart the same way I got mine set up. And I'm gonna show you how to set up the same indicators I use too. So if y'all boys ready, let me show you. All right, the first thing you wanna do is go to the website, www.tradingview.com. And when you get there, go to the top right and click on Get Started. Now on the next page, you can sign up for free, or you can scroll down and look at all the subscription plans they got. Now on the free plan, you can only get 2 indicators in your chart. So I recommend getting at least the essential subscription. I got the premium version and it offered 25 indicators. I don't need all of them, but I like to backtest a lot. And it offered 20,000 historical bars, so it let me go back pretty far. But after you sign up, it's gonna take you to this page right here. And when you get to this page, go to the bottom right and click on that little square, and it's gonna take you right to the charts. Now, when you get on the charts, you wanna make sure you're on the candlestick charts, which should look like this with all the red and green candles. And to make sure you're on the right type of chart, just go to the top, click on this little drop down arrow, and make sure candles is selected. And when you first get on the charts, it might only let you move your chart sideways like this, but to fix that, just go over to the numbers right here, grab and hold them, move them up and down right quick. Now grab your chart again, and you can move it freely. Now the next thing we're gonna do is look in the top left and click on your profile. Now right here, you can see it says dark mode. We're gonna turn that boy on. Yes, sir. Now we in business. And this is just a personal preference. Now, I mean, you don't gotta do this. It's just easy on the eyes. But now we're gonna look in the top right, click on that little gear shift so we can get the settings right. Now this first part at the top is just to customize your candles and all that. The body, the wicks and all that. I got everything checked. I like to use the regular standard candles. And this right here just shows the price line on the chart of what price the stock is at. I'm gonna leave that on. Now this next one is important. Go down right here, click on that little drop down arrow and turn on extended trading hours. Now give it a minute to pop up. Hold on, there it is. So this is gonna show us the pre-market and post-market. And this is important so I can see the pre-market high levels and pre-market low levels. But then you just go down and select your time zone. I got the New York time zone, so I'm gonna select that. And now we're gonna look to the left and click on status line. And this just affects everything up in the top left right here. And this is just all customization. Like you see how I'm clicking the logo on and off right here, the title, it's just whatever you want. This ain't really important. Now we're gonna look left and click on scales. Now in this section, you don't really gotta do too much. I just got this box checked right here, which shows what price the stock is at. As you can see to the right, it's blinking on and off. And of course we need that, so I'm gonna leave that box checked. And this little box right here just shows what value or price your indicator is at. I don't need that, so I'm gonna turn that off. And this little box that says no overlapping, I'm gonna keep that checked and turn that on, because while I'm trading and marking key levels and all that, the numbers are gonna appear on the side of the screen over here. And I don't want those numbers to overlap. I want them to be nice and organized so I can read them all separately. Now this little box right here that says countdown to bar close, I'm gonna leave that on too, because if you look to the right, it's a little countdown right here. And this countdown shows you how much time that candle has until it closes. Now the box that says plus button, I'm gonna leave that on too. And as you can see, as I move my mouse back onto the chart, that little plus button appears on the side by the numbers. And if you click that, it lets you add a price alert right to your chart. Now, as I scroll down a little bit, all this other stuff is just default stuff. I'm gonna just leave it how it is. Now let's look to the left again, and let's click on canvas. Now this section right here is all customization stuff. Like you can change the color of your chart if you want to. Like let's change it to red. Change that boy to red, green, blue, whatever you want. I just keep mine at the default color. Now let's look left and click on trading. And this section right here is if you got a brokerage hooked up to your Tradingview, I'm pretty sure, which I don't, so I don't even use this. So I ain't changing that on here. So let's go ahead and click on events. Now this section right here is where you can choose what events you want to pop up on your chart. Like as you can see, I got the box checked that says earnings on chart. So if we scroll left a little bit and look at the bottom, it's a little icon right here. And if I click on it, it shows me the earnings report. And I leave these boxes checked so I know what events are coming up that's going to affect the stocks. All right, now that we're done with the settings, let's go ahead and click OK. Now let's start on the indicators. I only use 3 indicators right now. And the first one that I use is volume. And the volume indicator is all these little green and red bars at the bottom of the screen. And it should automatically be on your chart when you open up Tradingview. But in case it's not, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna show you how to add it on there. First, you go to the top of the screen and click on indicators. Now in the search bar, type in volume. Then scroll down and click on the indicator that says volume. And then I'm gonna mark the star next to it to favorite it. Now let's click out of this and go look at the volume settings. Way over to the left where it says volume, click on settings. Now for all these settings, visibility, style, and inputs, I just use the default settings. I'm gonna click through them right quick so you can see the settings in case you need them. Just pause the video. But yeah, I don't change nothing on the volume settings. Now the next indicator I use is VWAP. We're gonna go back up to the top, click on indicators, and type VWAP in the search bar. Then you're gonna scroll down and click on the indicator that says volume weighted average price. And I'm gonna click on that star next to it to favorite it. And I'm gonna go down to the 5-minute time frame right quick so we can see what the VWAP look like. Now here's what the VWAP is gonna look like when you first put it on. It's gonna put all these lines in your chart and everything. I don't need all that. So let's look in the top left and click on the settings for VWAP. And the first thing I'm gonna do in the settings is go to this band multiplier and turn that off. I don't need that. Now I'm gonna go up to the top and click on style. Now I'm gonna go down to that first box and click right here so I can change the color. I'm gonna change my VWAP to white so it's nice and visible. And as for the line thickness down here, I'm gonna keep it thin because I don't want it too thick because it might block my view of the candles or something if they get close to the VWAP. Now if we look at the top again and click on visibility, this section right here is just the default settings. I don't change nothing on this. So I'm gonna go down to the bottom right and click on OK. Now let's move on to the third indicator, which is the 9 EMA. I'm gonna go back up to the top and click on indicators. And in the search bar, I'm gonna type in EMA. Then scroll down and click on the indicator that says moving average exponential and click that star next to it to favorite it. Now back over to the left, I'm gonna go to that EMA and click on the settings. And again, right here on the visibility settings, I'm gonna leave these as default. I ain't gonna touch these. So let's look at the top and click on inputs. Now this right here, where it says length, we're gonna make sure that says 9. And I ain't gonna change nothing else in this section. So now let's go to style. Now in this section right here, I'm gonna click on the first box and change the color of my 9 EMA to light purple, just so I can see it easy in the chart. And as for line thickness at the bottom, I'm gonna keep this one thin too, so it's not blocking my view of the candles. And I'm gonna leave everything else the same. Now after you click out of that, your chart should look just like mine's. It's not too many indicators on the screen. It's not too messy. You can still see what's going on. And if y'all wanna learn how I use each of these indicators, subscribe to the channel, like this video and leave a comment. And if you wanna trade live with me, join my Discord at www.cashwood.com and click on join the cash team. You can ask me questions while I trade and get my entries and exits in real time. But other than that, that's it for my chart setup, and I'm gonna catch y'all boys later. Yes, sir.